Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna show you how to carry yourself out of low elo with Warwick jungle. He may not be the highest tier jungler right now, but if you are iron through platinum, he still gets the job done really well. For your runes, you're gonna want Conquer, Triumph with Tenacity, Last Stand, Ultimate Hunter, and Eyeball Collection, and you're gonna want to keep watch. This is really important because sometimes you'll get cheese, and if you get cheesed in the early game, it can shut you down super hard. We're gonna start our recall around the 50-55 second mark, and then we're gonna get our word down. This is to give us an insurance policy because you can count on your top laner being AFK 9 out of 10 games, just like you can see here. You're normally going to start with your bot lane for the best leash possible, and it looks like Akali just warded my Raptors, so we might actually go the long way around there to go to my red buff so she doesn't see us. You're not actually going to want to do your Raptors or Krugs on Warwick until you are at least level 3, but preferably not until you have Tiamat. Before you have Tiamat, taking Raptors and Krugs takes forever. So you normally just do your whole blue side, then do your red buff, or do red buff, then your whole blue side is how it goes. Warwick does best in 1 versus 1s, does well in scuttle fights, 2v2s, that type of thing. Just try to play to those strengths. We also took Ghost because Ghost is a low cooldown and synergizes really well with Warwick's R since it gives him increased range on it. Warwick also lacks mobility, so you can make good use out of Ghost. The low cooldown, and it also scales really well. We're going to auto attack, then Q. We're trying to apply our AoE jungle item burn to every monster. Auto attack Q. Now we're going to chew down this big one. I'm going to pull off here. Level 3 now, full HP with double refills. Looks like mid scrapping it out hard. We're going to get a point in our E. I could have gone the long way around, but I'm in a bit of a hurry because I want to invade Amumu. Amumu is a slow clearing full clear jungler. His full clear normally ends around 325-ish. And he doesn't clear with particularly high health, so I want to invade that. You can solo really any jungler as long as you're full health on Warwick. His 1 versus 1s are very good. We have some nice blood trails getting us here quickly as well. Gonna turn on Sweeper. He must be on his Gromp. Looks like I don't know where he's at actually. He skipped his Gromp. Looks like he went straight for that top gank. I'm gonna need to go top. Hopefully Malphite doesn't die. He does have flash. I wouldn't expect him to die unless he tries that. Riven's super low. I'll hit her with an auto attack Q reset. Auto attack Q through. She's dead. I did burn my Ghost there because I wanted to ensure the kill. This guy obviously can't fight me. Oh, his Q missed me. That's unlucky for him. I'm going to heal off these minions. We're going to use our E for damage reduction. We even missed our Q, but it doesn't matter. We accidentally Q'd the minion. We still got the healing from it. When Warwick's on his E, you can't kill him. When Warwick's low in health, he heals more off his autos Q and R. And when you're low, he gets extra attack speed. So finishing off a low HP Warwick's actually very challenging. You need lots and lots of bursts, especially if he's on his E. The extra damage reduction is huge. Just try to force those fights on scuttles, force 2v2s. Get off your 4 camp, invade into the enemy jungler. Towards the end of their clear on their 5th or 6th camp is where you'll find them. I'm gonna W since we're behind her, run up into melee range. Mumu's gonna be here. I tried to get down and auto attack first, just wasn't able to. I know Mumu's here. His bot lane's rotating on me as well, so I think I gotta pull off. Okay, they're going back to lane. Mumu's gonna give scuttle. Doesn't look like his bot lane's gonna react to it. That is fine by me. He knows he can't fight me for it. Got a red buff. Yeah, this area is clearly warded. They're reacting to my movement. We can back and get Tiamat. Generally at this point, after you've had your scuttle fights and at least 1 gank, you should have enough for Tiamat. That's what we're going to go do. We'll buy Tiamat, buy tier 1 boots, and then we'll finish building our Titanic. Titanic Rush is super, super good on Warwick. Amumu may be on Dragon right now. When I'm on my Gromp, I can check for it with my W. Whoever is closest to you inside of your circle that you can see here on the minimap, you will get Blood Scent on. So we could check. We'll get a little bit closer. Okay, he's not on it. I made sure this was within the reach. He just didn't go for it. That's good. Good for him, because he would have died if he went for that. Warwick does play best against melee champions. I wouldn't stress out too much about range champs. Just be patient with your R against melee champs. That's where he does truly shine. I could go bot lane for that. I'm gonna finish these off and then I'll head over. Hopefully she can. Okay, she got her below half. That's good. Getting lots of movement speed. We'll hit this and head right over. Gonna walk up into melee, wait to use E till we're really close. Now we'll use it. We're gonna auto attack. I don't even need to use Q. It doesn't look like she's gonna flash. Your Q has more range than your auto, so a lot of the times you save it. They have more minions, so I'm just gonna try to thin this out a bit. You see how their wave is gonna dump into our turret? That's what I'm trying to stop. If I didn't do that, the wave would have completely crashed. But now MF gets a nice 4 minions. She can freeze it there if she wants to as well. And yeah, wave's not gonna reset on her. I'll take dragon since the enemies are dead. We'll lay a control word on it, so we don't have sweeper. I have R, a lot of healing. I have my E up. I also have smite, which will heal me. Don't know where Kali's at. Okay, there she is. She's top. I'm gonna ping these guys out. Got dragon. Still have smite charge. I didn't see if Moon had taken his red buff yet. It might still be up. Ooh, baby, it's up. I have my R's, my escape. I don't think I need to keep that blast cone. I could go for that Akali as well. Looks like Malphite got it. Yasuo almost died. Need to get into melee with him. Auto attack Q through. I'm gonna arm so he doesn't get underneath the turret. Smite the raptor so he can't smite a ghost. Q him. He's dead. I probably didn't need to ghost. Might have been a little overkill. We'd body blocked him pretty well there. We have extended ghost duration since we got a killer assist while we were on it. It's giving us extra movement speed. Pantheon's in some big trouble here. Kai'Sa has nowhere to go, so she's just low-key kamikaze. I did KS that last kill a little bit, but to be fair, that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't there to begin with. It is what it is. We'll take our blue and Gromp at the same time. Moon knows I'm bot side, so he could start Herald or go into my top side jungle. Might be worth skipping wolves here and just running straight to my red buff because of that. And he does have top prio too, so you'd feel a little bit more empowered. You generally are looking to use your Q on the bigger of the monsters. Your Q does more damage. The more HP something has, it does some max health damage. The reason why you don't build crit and you don't build lethality on Warwick is his passive is Q and his R. It's a lot of magic damage. So building lethality or crit doesn't make much sense on him. Those stats are pretty useless. Normally you build on hit or tanky stuff on Warwick. Titanic super good, Goredrinker super good. There's no wasted crit or lethality there. AP Warwick isn't really worth building. He just doesn't have the items to make it count. And his W doesn't scale off of AP, his E doesn't. The only thing that scales off of AP is a tiny bit of his passive. And then his Q, and I think that's it. It's just his Q and his passive. Not that great. 2 levels up when we have red buff, we could definitely fight this. I would like to spend my gold first. I'm gonna attack Q through. I'm gonna R her while she's invisible. Since she was feared, she's gonna walk in a linear line away from me. Makes it very easy to R if you do fear. Ooh, he's gonna R you. Yeah, I saw that one coming. Ooh, Tiamat. Hit him with a Q. I actually queued to get to him there. I queued then auto in that case. I didn't attach either. Attach is a longer animation when you hold it down. The short Q is a much shorter animation compared to the long attach. I'd say 8 out of 10 times you are going to attach, though, to stay on top of them as they're running away from you. Especially if they have a dash or a flash or anything like that. You're going to want to hold it down so you can follow it. Or even a talon jump over a wall. If you hold down your Q, it'll trace it the whole way. It's very rare that you don't hold down your Q all the way. I need to back. I'm going to fear him off and try to get away. Ah, this is bad. 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 has her R as well. That's bad. I greeted out really hard. There's no reason to go for his Raptors because I lingered mid for turret and then he'd clearly been spawned in for 15-20 seconds. So that was really greedy on my part. Against their team, they have Pantheon stun, triple Amumu stuns, Riven stun. Merc Treads wouldn't be bad here, but I already have Tenacity in my runes. So we're going to go for... Honestly, we could go for Ionian boots. Wouldn't be bad. Their team is kind of 80 heavy with triple 80, so I guess we'll go plated. We'll go Gore Drinker next. It's very busted on Warwick. Who's low? So on bot lane, they probably backed. We'll play for dragons. You should also play for heralds on Warwick. It just depends on how the map's going. Like they have mid prio, and oftentimes they have top prio to where I'm not really pushing for a herald. Even though I do personally prefer heralds, especially the first one, because you can get turret plates up until the 14-minute mark, and if you get the first herald before the 13-minute mark, you can get the second one. So the 13 and 14-minute mark are actually really big in League of Legends because of the way the herald interacts with turrets and the way turret plates work. We'll save our smite for this, just in case. Got it. He's wanting to do something on a 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 here. Flick on our sweeper. This is not warded. I'm behind her, so I could W here. Yeah, she's scared though. She's just running away. She's super fed because she got my shutdown. That was like 1,000 gold. That was the equivalent of 3 kills and like 4 or 5 minions. After this herald, we'll take it mid, get first turret gold, and get those 2 plates. Herald scrapes 2¼ plates. This turret's down to 2 plates, as you can see on the mini map, or just by using your eyeballs. I'm gonna take it mid right now. We don't have much time to lay it. There's someone here looking at me. I wish she would take that. I'm gonna fear him. I swung through. Ooh, I wouldn't recommend that. So I got the local turret gold and I got first turret gold. Got the plates. Spicy. I'm actually super low on health. She's scaring me. I don't have magic resist. She's super fed too. Like in terms of items, not score, but in terms of items, we're basically equal items right now. It's the power of shutdown gold. It can turn anyone who's 1 in 3 from Nero to hero. I guess a lot of people say 0 to hero. From my understanding, Nero was a very unpopular Roman Empire. He was hated towards the end of his reign, as many leaders are. We'll Ghost, use W. I'm gonna R for the double fear. Didn't quite get the double fear though. I'm on cooldowns right now, so I'm a little nervous. Having the ghost makes a big difference. Got it. We got that extended duration by killing the 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 there. Shocked we didn't get double fear off of my R. Normally when you R in, you don't want to use your E because it's wasted, because your R is going to last for its 1.5 seconds and your fear lasts a second. So if you do those at the same time, you're not adding any more crowd control to them. It's just overstacked. It's a waste. It's like you can only use one at a time and they're both count as the same time. So it's bad to use them at the same time generally, unless you are going to land a multi-fear off of your R impact, because it doesn't let you. I wish they gave you the choice of E then R, but and then you could choose when your E goes off. If they did that, that'd be really good for Warwick. I'd be very happy with that change. Because as it is, probably 8 out of 10 times, you don't want to E then R. You would want to at least, not in the sense of like your E going off on impact. If you, hopefully that makes sense, because a lot of the times you actually want to fear them and then R, but if you ER like all together, you're not actually getting to fear them before you R. Like that one play we did against 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒, we feared her first and then we R'd her because that's free. We didn't press E and R immediately together because that's a waste of CC. And you're also having to actually land your R raw, which is easy for them to dodge, like a blitzcrank hook. Good blitzcranks will knock you up, then hook you. Neither one of them has a full item. We'll just red smite the 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. I'll R her to get to her. She stood still to auto me. I have full conk stacks. I probably could have held my Q and traveled with him there. I'm getting someone's blood scent, so I'm catching up. Gonna get off my fear. He's a goner. He didn't R far enough away. He panic R'd. I should be able to get a moo. He's below half health here, getting some movement speed. He must have gotten above half by smiting the raptor. So even though I still have blood scent on him, yep, since he's above half health, I'm not actually getting the movement speed or the attack speed bonus. I'm just getting the visual of where he's still currently at. It's where a lot of Warwick players get tripped up because they're like, hey, I still have my blood trail on them. Why am I not getting the attack speed and movement speed? Just because you can see it doesn't mean they're still below half health. It lingers like a dirty fart. Go peg down this Riven. This area could be warded. It'd be much safer to just go for Dragon here because I don't have any teammates to back me up. And that fight is near their turret. We need to back and get our Gore Drinker. I don't think they're going to contest us for this, though. They don't even outscale us, honestly. The Malphite, Yas, and Soraka infinitely scale. MF borderline infinitely scales, at least in terms of full build. Not in terms of 4 hours and deep into the game. Pantheon falls off. Riven, in my opinion, falls off a bit. 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 falls off. The only one people who scale on their team is kind of... I wouldn't even say really the 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. 𝗕𝐂𝐵LADE's 𝗕𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒, I don't think scaling's that good. The only one who kind of scales is having the Amumu R. That's about it. They're in trouble. And we get second Herald as well since you took the first Herald before the 13-minute mark. We'll be able to get the second Herald and wrap the game up on them. I don't really want to give this. I got a recall. I don't want to give it because I get more XP and stuff from it anyways. We can't really force an end here. After Gore Drinker, you go for Thornmelt, Spirit Visage, Dead Man's, Death Stance, or Sterix. Generally, Sterix is your best bet. Sterix just gives you that extra bit of tankiness. Randuin's isn't bad either. I would stay away from Bork, though. Bork isn't... You do that when you're really far ahead, but even then, it's not that useful because you have so much self-healing off your passive, your autos, your Q, your R, and Gore Drinker to where... If you're dying, it's not because you didn't have enough self-healing. It's because you got kited out, you were out of position, or you didn't use your abilities properly. Or something of that nature. Got a control word down there. I don't want to relay this one. Try to get this Herald before it despawns. It's going to be close. The Baron eats it at like 9:55-ish. Once I get it below half health, my autos will really start kicking in. Gonna Q attach to go on behind it, and yep. That is GG's, my friends. All I gotta do is go lay this Herald after we get a kill or two. Moves inside my circle, I'll W. Since 𝗕𝐻𝐶's dead, should be able to clean these guys up. Got him with the Q. You can Q right out of your R. It won't let me lay my Herald since I'm taking damage from turret. If you hit him with the R and you know they're going to flash afterwards, just like when you're in mid-R, you just hold down your Q and it will do it frame for frame as you come out of your R. They can't outplay you as long as you have your Q buffered while you already have them R'd. Come on, Herald. Herald's supposed to be able to body slam Nexus. I don't know what happened there. Hit a double gore drinker. I'd rather not die here. Hey, we got it. If you guys enjoyed this Warwick Jungle Beginner's Guide for carrying yourself out of low elo, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.